really early per se, but 1 minute earlier than I said, 10:45 Eastern. But I decided to go a little bit early because we do have two interviews, and they only got 10 minutes. And while one is rushing to get out the door as he doesn't want to speak to me, first up on the interview chain is gonna be Mr. Impact. How you doing, Impact? Make sure you include your audio.
Yeah. It's included.
All right, Impact. You have been very, very good this season, to say the least. You've been one of the few drivers who actually has a win in the series, and you have two overall this season. How has your season gone so far, and what is your game plan heading into the playoffs?
Uh, I mean, it's going pretty good, I guess. I mean, I really don't pay attention to it. I just race. I don't think I've looked at the points all season. Uh, I'm just here to have fun. Try to win, obviously, and not get wrecked by Spartan.
That's a good one. Not to get wrecked by Spartan.
No, it's
Currently,
been good. It's
as
been good.
yeah, no, it's been fun watching you, Impact. I know you missed a few weeks. I think a few weeks in between the last few weeks of the race, and then you finally got back last week, if I'm not mistaken. But currently, as we look in the playoff standings, heading into week one of the playoffs, you sit 10th. So you're currently on the inside looking in. So what is your game plan heading into tonight? A race like Phoenix, where I would say, how would you describe the track in your eyes?
I like Phoenix. I'm not very good here, but I like it. Uh, so I'm shooting for a top five. I don't think I have the car to win, but top five I'll be happy with.
Yeah, no, that is definitely a good goal. But again, like you said earlier, you don't want to hear. You said you would intentionally finish fourth, not to talk to me. Again,
I wasn't gonna say that in your interview,
you can
but
say that. You're allowed to say
yeah.
that.
So if I
It's
am leading the race, I'm gonna back off and finish fourth, so I don't have to do an interview with you. No,
yeah, that.
Well, at least
nah,
this would be the first interview.
yeah, but I'm fourth
But
if
you
I don't
can't
have to
back
come in
out
here.
because you'd break the party. So
So no, it's just going for just try to get good points, good finish. I'm you know the tire wear track. You know, Aston is not the easiest. Uh, Kind of just
I
survive and
agree.
try to be there
Just
at
get a
the
good
end.
finish. Yeah, that is definitely the game plan impact. I wish you the best of luck. Also, hopefully I do hear from you later tonight.
Yeah, I'll
I know
have
you don't
better.
want it, but
Yeah, I'll have better words for you tonight if I'm in here.
all right. You have a great night. Good luck in Phoenix for the
Yep.
first playoff race. All right. Now, next up on the game plan is someone who's, I think, in this series, I have talked to you the most the last 3 weeks, and I did a funny, Spartan. I voted no on a poll that I actually picked you to win the race this weekend, so that is kind of ironic. So, yeah, Spartan, you have been very hot as of late in the series. I think you have a lot of wins. I think the last 3 weeks you've been inside the top two, haven't finished outside them, if I'm not mistaken. It's been probably the best streak of the season. What is your game plan heading to the playoffs as the hottest driver in the series? Besides
uh,
Irish, of course, who's missing.
just just to be consistent. Just to get some good races, get some good points. If we don't get a chance to win, then at least put ourselves in a good position to advance. So we're starting the playoffs in second. With Irish not making it, we should be pretty good as long as we have a decent race.
Agreed. So, Spartan, are you trying? Okay, how many races? Okay, so there was a poll done in I think the last, if I'm not mistaken, the last. How many races has it been? So it's been the last
I think four
four
that I
races
finished
where you
top two.
haven't been. Yeah, yeah, top two in the last four races. So are you going to continue that streak tonight? Is
I
Phoenix
mean,
one of those tracks?
Phoenix is always one of my strong tracks. I feel like more in the Cup cars, but I think that's going to resonate down here to the Xfinity cars. The confidence is definitely up. My momentum is definitely up. So we like the Glen, we like Chicago. So this feel pretty confident about this round.
Gotcha. Well, Spartan, it's gonna be fun watching you tonight. I wish you the best of luck. I definitely hope both of you guys have both good runs tonight, as it'd be nice to talk to you guys again.
Thank you, appreciate it.
You have a good night. Good luck in Phoenix and the playoffs.
Thank you.
Alright, if you guys want to back out, that's fine. I don't think it will lag me out since we just started the stream. Alright, now we're
Still
going to talk
practicing, but I'll stay
about...
here silent.
Okay, you're good. Alright, we're going to talk about the point situation. Yes, we are a little bit early. Welcome to the pre-race show. My name is Bryn. Yes, we started with interviews this time. We didn't introduce myself. My name is Bryn. We'll have Hendrik later around 11 Eastern, but this is the pre-race show. The main thing that we talk about is points, and we do some interviews. So, heading into the playoffs, we had a bit of a change from last week. If you guys remember at Talladega, we had so much drama around the top 12, and now it's been bumped up to 16. So with 16 drivers in the playoffs with a chance to win the championship, it's going to be a lot more different, so I'll go over the points as of this moment. So leading the points and actually missing the night. So this is going to be where one of your key contenders not in the race. So Irish is out. He is getting subbed by a driver this... I need to get who's subbing for Irish. I think it's Carrot, right?
It's
Yeah, Carrot is subbing for Irish tonight, so he's out of the race. I don't know how the playoff situation is. I think it's correct. But yes, your number one seed currently heading into the playoffs is out tonight. Then there's B13. He's been very, very good as of late, but does not have a win on the season. I will state this, if a driver has won this season, it's multiple. That is a trend that has continued throughout the season. Spartan winning, Irish winning, Impact winning, Line Cone winning, and I don't think anyone else has won this season. So it's been 4 drivers essentially nabbing up all the wins, and some of the new guys or some of the old guys are trying to get a win tonight. I feel like a guy like Sterlo could get a win tonight. So we're going to go over the... After Spartan, like we said, Spartan sits 3rd in points. Sterlo, he sits technically 7th in points. He's returning to the series. On the points thing that I have, are you 2nd in the playoff standings?
I thought it
Have
was
they
right behind
updated it?
Irish.
Oh, my bad. He has the regular points, Spartan. I was looking at the wrong chart. That's my bad. Yeah, I wasn't looking at that one. Alright, let me rephrase this. Alright. Irish is technically your points leader heading into this race, but he is missing, so him being out this week opens the door for a lot of other drivers. Also, I think they're doing 10, so 6 drivers are going to get eliminated this round. So that's going to be definitely interesting. They do that in every other series in the series as well, ODRL, which is part of Backwoods, by the way. This is technically part of ODRL now. Is Xfinity series. I just call it Backwoods because that's what I'm used to. Irish is your points leader, but he's going to be out. Dark Spartan, one of the hottest drivers heading in the playoffs, sits 2nd in points. We got an interview with him just a second ago. He's still in the party. Line Cone, another one of those guys who has won this season, has 2 wins. I think maybe he only has 2 wins. Yeah, only 2 wins on the season, but that's still a lot compared to some other drivers. I mean, there's only 4 drivers with wins. That is the outrageous stat. This field is stacked, and we only have 4 drivers with wins. That is the craziest stat that I will ever see. I think this playoff run is going to have a lot of diversity, a lot of different winners, and first-time winners for the season. Next up is Sterlo. He returns after a hiatus from last week. Hope everything is well. Impact, who we also had an interview, he's also one of those 2-time winners in the series. B13 is looking for his first win on the season, has been very consistent, but has not had a win. Dodge Dakota, he's won a few stages. I think he won 1 stage in the season. In the regular season, he sits 7th. AN Fenris, he had heartbreak last week if we didn't expand to 16 drivers, but he actually is in the playoffs now, 8th in points with a playoff win in 1 stage. K-Therms has been one of the most consistent drivers in the series, I would state. Very consistent, has great finishes, but the one thing he didn't get in the regular season was a playoff point, so he sits 9th in points. 10th is going to be Georgia Dog. I practiced with him earlier. He's got some good speed at Phoenix. We'll see how he runs tonight. Then we got Yeti, 11th. Trip in 12th. Master Killer in 13th. GS Racing, Perk, and then Leppy rounds out your top 16 in points. So it's going to be a fun one tonight. Phoenix. The main thing that I realized practicing earlier for this race was that tire wear isn't as important as I thought it was going to be going into it. I think you definitely got to be easy on the tire wear, but if you're good with it, you're good with it. So it'll be fun to watch. I will go over the stage info for anyone who's brand new and doesn't know it. Phoenix, in 2020 Xfinity. A fun track, in my opinion. It's hard to pass, but for league racing, it provides spread out racing. There's not a lot of cautions. It's very clean. I think personally this is probably one of the best league racing tracks that you can get on the game in terms of how spread out. You get fuel strategy, you get tire strategy. It's basically everything you want, but it's hard as hell to pass. So I hate it for drivers that want to make their way through the field. It's very difficult. But I'll go over the stage info for you guys. Stage 1, 22. Stage 2, 19 laps. So a little bit shorter than stage 1, but still a decent amount. And stage 3 is 53. And tire wear tonight, or I guess fuel, is 35 laps. You can get 36 if you can. I don't know how well you can do it with tire wear in terms of that, but it's possible. So 2x wear, 35 laps on fuel. It should be a good one. I can't wait to see how these guys run. Lap times, I gotta make sure. I'm gonna watch my thing from earlier to racing against Short Dog when I was trying to catch him, but we should have low times. But yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait. I appreciate anyone who's tuning in to pre-race show. I know it's not as exciting as the racing, but we'll hopefully get Hendrick in here. I know you guys will swap to his stream when we go live over there. I'm joking. But I appreciate you guys coming up and watching the pre-race. It's not as interesting, but I'm trying my best out here. I also love the series as a whole. This series has definitely made it a lot better. I like commentating it. There's a lot of reasons why I've tried new things in it, even though it doesn't get a slot technically in the podcast. No, it does. It does with me. I explain. Well, that's the reason why I take it as my baby, basically. I like to show out for it because it provides great racing for a series that runs very late at night. I'll be honest. 11 Eastern for a league race is kind of late. It is very late, but it's fun. Nate, I wish you luck trying to win. This is a stacked field, my brother. If you win tonight, then I'll give you a cookie. And yes, I see you, William. After last night, you might... After what I saw at the end of that last race that you ran, oh god. I don't know. Talks that we had an admin chat between some people. You might be cooked. Just saying. Okay. What should I discuss now? They're about to start. So they got 3 minutes on the clock. It is 10:57 Eastern at my location. I invited Hendrick to the party, so hopefully joins very soon. I can't wait for this race to start. Phoenix, a decently long race. I won't say too terribly long. It's a fun track. I can't wait for quali. You guys know the rules. Alright, let me see what lap times I was running catching Georgia Dog here. Alright, so for qualifying times, what can we expect out of them for qualifying? I expect low 26. Okay, I expect high 26s, mid 26s. I think we're going to see a 26.6, maybe 26.7. I think those are the times we are expecting in qualifying. I feel like a lot of these guys have a ton of speed at this type of racetrack, and it's going to be fun to see how they dice up and get a good qualifying run here tonight. We're going to make sure to highlight the playoff drivers as well. I don't know if Hendrick is back. I'm hoping it is. Is he good? He has not joined yet. Do I have to ping him? Alright, I need a point of view for up tonight. Who is going to be streaming tonight? I'll give you a shout out. A lot of people are running Phoenix. A lot of people are running Phoenix, surprisingly. I'm gonna ping Hendrick real quick. I'm gonna ask him real quick. I'm asking Hendrick where he's at. Whoo, man. I'm excited, but I can't keep the energy up for long. I want to see some racing. I want to see some driving, man. Let's get this shit started. Let's look in the VC. Right now, we have about 22. Alright, he's a bitch. Fuck you, Hendrick. I hate you. He just said he's at my mama's house, bro. Alright. If he doesn't get his ass in here, I'm gonna kick his ass. I'm gonna throw him in the dumpster. Yeah, we have about 23 people in the VC tonight. So a stacked field, a big field for the first playoff race of season, if I'm not mistaken, 2 or 3. It's season 3 of Backwoods. So it's going to be a fun one. Also, quick update for anyone who is new. If you guys want to apply to join, make sure you contact New York Mets Fan 1992 on Xbox or Discord. They are accepting people for a new Truck Series League that will start after the end and conclusion of this current season of Backwoods, aka the Xfinity Series. So, hopefully you guys are interested in that. You guys can join up. It's free for anyone to join. Just gotta run decent and be clean. That's all we ask for drivers. And make sure you have maturity. That is one thing that we do ask if you ever join the league. Thank you. And look who joined us here. Well, well, well. Hendrick, you good? Why you at my mama's house, bro? Wanna explain yourself? Hello? He's silent. Hey, Spartan. Good luck tonight. Alright, let's go over some drivers. I don't know if Hendrick is actually
There we
alive.
go. That's a lot better. That's a lot better.
Wow, it's alive. Mm-hmm. Hello.
Huh?
Hi, how you doing,
Hi.
man? You
Hi.
awake?
Yeah.
How was the race tonight?
How's the race tonight?
I don't know. Where were you?
I was.
I don't keep
was,
up.
I was at March Madness yesterday. For your
were?
information. Yes.
My bad. What team did you watch?
I watched Kentucky and Tennessee, and then I watched Purdue and Houston.
Who are you rooting for?
I was rooting for Kentucky and Houston.
Oh. I think Kentucky lost, and then Houston.
Yeah, they did.
Did Houston win?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. At least you got someone to win. Well, I'm gonna start well, you can get your stream set up. I'm gonna start going over the drivers in this field. We had Impact earlier, 2 wins on the season. He currently sits. I'm gonna go over the playoff standings. Again, I gotta look in the playoffs, but he's in the playoffs. He has a slot to make the championship potentially, and he sits 5th in points after 2 wins on the season. Ironman missed the playoffs just barely after losing, almost winning last week. Did not get the W, but he's still in the fight. He's not in the playoffs, but his team is still in the running for a team championship if they can get some more good points tonight. It is a tight battle, though. It's going to be hard to get back into the fight with AO team. I'll go over Mets. This is technically our league owner here, Mets fan. He runs the show every Saturday, Sunday, and Monday nights. It's good to have him in here. We always root for him. Last week, we finally saw him inside the top 10 at Dega. Missed his opportunity to get the win, but it was definitely fun to see him running well. Fenris in the 81 or 89. He choked last week, Hendrick, but luckily he got he bribed. No, I'm joking. He didn't bribe anyone. They went back to their official playoff system, and he got in the playoffs. Oh, yeah. Yes, sir. All right. Hendrick. You're what? You, uh, I invited you. Wait, I invited you 3 times. What is happening? I'm inviting you though. What's going on? Did you get that? If you're not getting invites, then you might have to Okay, good. Cause I sent you 3 invites. I'm not joking either. I guess that's my bad. Even though I sent them, I'm sorry. Well, you're gonna start in Spartan. Give us a second, guys. Technical difficulties. I should be. I can double check real quick if I need to. I'll double check. Alright, enter. Go. No, he's not. He was a sub driver heading in. Sorry. Next up is Silent Kings, another one of those guys who got eliminated last week. Not in the playoffs, but is looking to play spoiler in the 15. Next up is Perk, one of those drivers who joined late Hendrick, but got in the playoffs with the 16, and he's been running very solid. I could see him make the round of 8, or round of... Wait, hold on. It goes round of 10. I could see him make the round of 10 easily. As with his runs he's been having, he's very consistent. There's a reason why he's in the top 16 in points, for even with less starts. Who are you describing? Are you saying me? Ah. Yeah, I don't keep up with that. I'm gonna continue on and talk about the next guy instead of discussing my one start in the series where I finished top 5. Alright, moving on is Master Killer. He had a very solid run, got in the playoffs. He was actually on the outside looking in with 12, but now he's in the playoffs, the round of 16, and he's looking to make it to the top 10 in points in these 3 races. Has been very solid this season. Maybe needs a little bit more consistency, but it's been fun to watch him. Cowboy Tech joined late, not eligible for the playoffs, but he's just looking to run solid, get some experience, and let's see how he runs tonight.
Then we got,
you should know.
Yeah, Nate. I know him very well. He just hopped on in, making his first start tonight. I expect decent things from this 90 car. I haven't seen him race before, so this will be my first glimpse of him. Hopefully he's a little bit sporty going into this one tonight. And then Yeti in the 92. Yeti is one of the playoff drivers. Yeti is 9th in the standings. We'll see if Yeti can make it past the first round.
We're going to run out of time. Georgia Dog, playoff driver, very consistent, been good this season. I think he's going to make the round of 10. Next up is EXO Austin at 21.
After EXO, Midnight in the 99 machine, and then K-Therms in the 38.
Next up is Steel Carrot subbing for, I think, Irish tonight in the 7, and then GS Racing also made the playoffs.
Next to a group of teammates from Junior Motorsports, B13 in the 1 and Lined Cone in the 8.
And then we got Trip also in the playoffs in the 0 and Impact to round out. We already did all the drivers. We had the speed
Did you
run
do
that.
Iron Man?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah. I did the first 6 because I thought I invited you, so I'm like, wait, is he not saying anything? I was confused. Sorry about that. I thought I was sending invites. I guess I didn't register. Because I remember hitting invite all. On pole for tonight's race is Yeti. He did say that he has some speed at Phoenix when I asked him. Second is Line Cone, and starting in third is Exo Austin. Good qualifying driver for him and his crew. Non-playoff driver Sterlo. Fourth, fifth. Who's
Nate.
qualifying fifth? Nate. Yeah, good effort by him. Ironman sixth. Hold on. Here's an invite for you. Are you in the lobby still? Send me an invite. Who's seventh?
I backed out already.
Impact, Midnight, and then Dark Spartan and B13 round out your top 10. 24 tonight, Hendrick. A lot of good. 23, Hendrick. That's a good, pretty sized feud for Phoenix, especially for Xfinity cars.
Yeah,
It's going to be a good race.
I think that's the
I have a
perfect
good
amount for Phoenix. It's not too big, not too small. I think that will be a nice introduction for a playoff race.
Yeah, no, I just said this earlier that Phoenix is like one of those tracks where it's boring, but at the same time, I feel like it's league raceable. I feel like a lot of leagues don't have issues at Phoenix. You might have some over-aggressive driving, but you're really not going to get a lot of cautions at this type of racetrack. Unless they're being stupid. Unless you have people going through the apron way under the line near pit road singing in on people, but typically you don't get that. People are really racing, competitive. It's hard to pass, though. I will say there will be some bump and runs from some drivers who they won't be patient. That's the word I would say, Hendrick. What would you say?
I think you took the word right out of my mouth. I think, yeah, patience is going to be one word to describe it. I think they're going to be passive, I would say, not passive aggressive, just more so, trying to maintain peace. But then again,
Playoffs. I mean, you got to be aggressive. And you got Yeti studying in pole. Check your DMs real quick. They're starting. Make sure you join the invites and let's get in there.
Did they already start?
Yep. The invite should work on you. Tyreek's speed is also in the field. I'm not going to say anything.
25 tonight.
So, 25? Oh,
Yep.
It's going to be a huge field then. A big one. Let's have some fun. I can't wait to watch it. Also, quick update. Georgia Dog finally uploaded a TikTok. I made him upload a TikTok for the first time, and I'm happy that I influenced him to join the side of TikTok. So, shout out to Georgia. I helped him out. Hopefully it works out for him. I like to brag about that. I feel accomplished now. My life is over. Alright, let's get this started. Fuel run is 35 laps, if I'm not mistaken. The main thing that you need to make sure is, I will state this, you should be able to make it on tires in all 3 stages. In stage 3, though, it's 1 stop. And you have to take 4 each one. So tires shouldn't be an issue tonight, unless you're really aggressive. But Yeti is on pole for the night's event. As we're green flag in the air, Yeti and Line Cone, 2 of the playoff drivers we looked in going in. Line Cone has 2 wins on the season, Hendrick, and he's been, I guess, kind of background to Irish and Spartan, I would say. He's been very good the last few weeks, but Spartan and Irish have overshadowed him, I would say.
Yeah, and I think another thing you gotta consider, Line Cone, his 2 wins. Oh, contact there. I don't know if that was lag or not. But his 2 wins came at non-mile-and-a-half tracks. He won a restrictor plate race and he won at a road course. So I'm curious to see how competitive he is tonight at a different kind of racetrack.
He's already making moves. Yeah, he's already on the outside of Yeti as they're still side by side, and we can see back there in third. They're also dueling as a 21 of Exo Austin, who qualified very well tonight. Is getting passed by Ironman and Sterlo, making moves already early on. Up to third. Oh, they're still side by side as Yeti clears line. Here comes Sterlo to the bottom of line cone for second. Early on in stage 1. Oh, Yeti checked up there. Oh, whoa, 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 what am I tripping? I'm tripping. You didn't hear anything. So Sterlo's going to use the dog leg, go underneath. Can he get clear of line? So they're going to be entering side by side, entering this corner. Ironman slides up the track. That's going to open the door for Exo and Impact to the bottom of them.
Yeah, Impact looking sporty early on.
Ooh. You know who's also looking Oh, never mind. Nate goes straight up the track as soon as I talk about him. I'm not going to talk about him anymore. But Sterlo's looking sporty right now, Hendrick.
Yeah, Sterlo is
looking very
definitely
sporty.
He's looking very sporty right now. I will say, with both Sterlo and Impact, I think these two will be definite contenders tonight. Not just because of how well they start this race out, but because I've seen them in past races and they've done really well.
Line cone making the move, Hendrick. It's going to be done in the next few laps if you can get around Yeti. But Sterlo might make a move. They're 3 wide for the lead. Sterlo to the dog leg. Aligned in the middle, and on the top is Yeti. He makes contact because he turned down on line cone, so that's going to open the door for Sterlo as line cone, I think, is going to take the lead off of 2. Down the backstretch.
And that created a chain reaction there. There was a little contact with Ironman and Yeti.
Here comes Sterlo. He's going to get the run off the corner as line had to slide up, sending it. So Sterlo's going to dive it down the dog leg, and they're going to enter side by side, entering this long sweeping left-hander.
Look at that 99 of Midnight.
He's making some moves on the outside lane.
Last time I checked, he did not finish the Dega race, but here he is in the top 10.
Running solid alongside Exo. Yep. Also, Yeti is still dueling with Sterlo as now line cone has officially taken over the lead. 15 to go in stage 1. Now, I think we're not going to see it as aggressive. I don't think tire wear is going to be a big of a difference in stage 1 as it's going to be in stage 3, but we could see some tire fall off on their default setups. So do you think line cone's speed is going to wear off eventually, or do you think he will pull away from Sterlo continuously throughout the stage?
It really depends on what preset you have it on. I think if you have it a little bit tighter, then I think you're going to be a lot better than others. If you pick a loose preset for this race, then stage 1 is going to be a hassle for you for sure. Because once your tires wear down, you're going to be all over the place.
Yeah, that is definitely the truth. Ironman making a move on Yeti as his setup is probably a little looser than everyone else's. As Ironman, though, Hendrick, we haven't seen this in Xfinity as much as we did in, I guess, Premier and NXT, but he's showing out tonight. He looks like he's got some good speed in that Toyota.
Yeah, and he's trying to get by Yeti really quick before Impact tries to do something because he's been all over
and it's
his
difficult.
back bumper.
Yeah, and it's not working for him as Yeti clears him again. Impact's going to get the run on the outside of Ironman. They're going to probably enter side by side, entering 3, as Impact's going to get the run off the top. Yeah, here comes Impact to the top lane. Back there, Exo and Spartan, last week's winner, battling with Exo for, I think that's just out. So, contact, 3 wide. Here comes Exo to the bottom, 3 wide for 4th.
Well, good job by Exo taking advantage of the situation, being able to gain 2 spots for 1. And they're still having issues. By him. Impact has lost multiple positions.
K-Therms B13 introducing themselves into the fight. As you stated, Impact got shuffled up to the top and lost a ton of time in track position. He might not. He might get out of points soon because Georgia Dog is in 11th, and that's the points-paying position. Also, Sterlo is catching line. He is there. I told you earlier, Hendrick, it's all about setup.
Oh, big lag. Yeah, there is a big lag.
Oh, they're 3 wide. I don't know who that is. That is the one car, B13. He's hella laggy, to say the least.
Yeah, and he's gonna have to get that fixed, or else this is gonna be an early exit.
For a playoff driver who needs points. As they're 4 wide back here, Hendrick. Impact has been affected the most. 7 car, Carrots. They save it back here.
And looks like Midnight's gonna complete the pass on B13.
Just inside the top 10, around 8th, if I'm not mistaken. That took the battle off of the lead, too, though. As Sterlo is still all over lined, as we're going to enter about 6 to go in stage 1. What was their wrap in the high lane? At the stage break, I will be right back. I'm gonna go grab something just to make it better so I can read chat while I'm also commentating. But yeah, the top 2 have spread out, Hendrick. It's really spread out. It's the top 2 and then Yeti being caught by 4th place, in my opinion. As the 21 of EXO is starting to hunt him down.
My stream currently on board with the 10th place driver. That is Georgia. He's trying to hang on with Perk and Nate behind him. B13 right ahead.
A reminder, Georgia and Perk are both playoff guys who need points, as they're tied on points because they did not get playoff points. And they did not win a stage or get a win during the regular season. So they are tied entering tonight.
Well, Nate just had a bad turn 4. That's going to basically take him out of it for now.
5 to go. No more cautions.
As Nate continuing to struggle.
Oh, yeah.
Got really
no,
loose in the one.
Yeah, he did. I think the main goal for Spartan is to get the track position now, as he started, I think, towards the back half of the top 15. I think it was around 9, so he's just trying to get track position early on in this race. Gain it now, and then so you don't have to work through it later. That's the word I would use for it.
And the thing is, with Dark Spartan, you would assume he's way ahead of the cut line with his 4 wins so far.
I know, right?
He's only 6 points above. So these points definitely matter for everybody. The points leader entering the playoffs, Irish, is only 12 ahead.
And guess what? He's not making it tonight. He's not in this race. So that's a spot open for one of the guys on the outside looking in after tonight's race. They will overlap him.
And one of those people who is tied for 9th is Yeti. So that will be huge for him.
Yes. As only the top 10 make it in on points, as we're coming to 2 to go in stage 1. Linecone has kept that deficit about the same way during the last few laps of the stage.
Here goes Spartan. Looking for 4th on the inside of EXO. Still side by side. Good runoff for the 21.
We're going to be coming to white flag for the leaders. White flag for them as well. So white flag is in the air for Linecone. Can he hold on over the 16 of Sterlo? Battle for 4th is raging on as Linecone comes into 1 and 2.
Spartan going way under the yellow, trying to dive bomb it.
Oh, he's going to send it. He's going to clear him.
EXO with the crossover.
Up and under. Yep.
Now Spartan's trying to do it again here if he wants to. He's going to stay high. Make it the runoff 4.
He's going to steal. EXO gets it. And for stage 1 victory is Linecone. He had the lead from the start, held on over Sterlo. Good stage for him, good points overall. And I'm going to be right back. You can go over stage results. Ah, shit.
Okay, so the stage 1 results, unofficial. Linecone, stage 1 winner. Sterlo in 2nd, Yeti in 3rd. EXO, the highest non-playoff driver in the field, in 4th. Dark Spartan in 5th. Ironman in 6th. K-Therms in 7th. Midnight in 8th. B13 with the lag, still able to hang on in the top 10. He got ninth. And then Georgia Dog was able to hang on over Perk for that final spot in the top 10. So now
I'm
on to
interested to
stage
see.
2, as it'll be Lined Cone and Sterlo.
Sterlo.
We are back to green.
I'm wondering how these adjustments are. I've heard a lot of rumors that adjustments can make your car a world's difference in this type of racetrack, so I'm interested to see how the adjustments work on all these cars up front, especially from Sterlo, Lined, and Yeti. As they're making contact, Spartan on the outside lane, side by side for third, fourth, first, and second. Line Cone and Sterlo, two guys who have been very competitive. Here comes Yeti and Ironman. A lot of these guys haven't won. We got 2 winners inside the top 4, 2 guys who've not won in the season. Still side by side. Sterlo might clear him. Can he clear him off of 2? He's going to have the outside lane. Can he get the run? Nope. Line Cone gets the run. Spartan nearly hits the
3
wall,
wide
but
back
clears
here.
Yeti.
Midnight, K-Therms, B13. B13 able to enter it in deep from the middle line. And that's going to be the
Yeah,
difference
they're
maker.
still there. Here comes Spartan. He's going to make it 3 wide. He looks for it. Sterlo's still trying to clear on the outside lane. Can he do it off of 1 and 2 this time by? Line Cone gets tight. Can Sterlo capitalize? He clears. He does. He to the lead. Sterlo goes. Here comes Spartan for second. Spartan is now on the preferred inside lane as he's going to try to clear.
B13 just getting by Yeti. Now looking to get
Oh,
by
contact.
EXO.
Contact between second and third. But they keep it straight.
Yeti just bumped B13. B13 still marching.
Lot of cars. Good cars in this fight though. K-Therms, Yeti. B13 got some track position. And then EXO Austin also having a good run so far tonight. Has some good speed in that 21 machine. I'm telling you, that test car of the 68 though has been moving a little bit. I would say, Hendrick. Just outside the top 10 right now. Battling for 11th. Oh, they bump and bang a little bit. 3 wide off the corner. 3 playoff drivers, Fenris, Impact, and GS Racing back here.
Yeah, I will note really quickly that of the top 10 for stage 1, I would say 7 of the top 10 were playoff guys that got stage points. Lone exception.
That's a good stat. That is a very good stat.
Lone exceptions here
were
were Ironman, EXO, and Midnight.
Midnight, yeah. Oh, Line Cone's diving it back to the bottom, Hendrick. He's got some momentum here. He's going to have Spartan pushing. Where does Spartan go for the situation? I think he's going to settle down and probably follow the car that gets the lead here, I would assume. He's going to push the bottom lane, I would presume. Or make it 3 wide. Do you think he'd make it 3 wide?
If I'm Spartan, just stay right there. Let them duke it out. Let them waste their tires. And then once the time is right, just get by both of them.
I guess that is a good strategy as we have 12 to go in stage 2.
But Sterlo able to defend, getting good runs off of 2. Just saw it that time around.
Yeah, no, the outside lane is doing wonders for him as he's just able to carry the momentum a little bit better than the 8-car line, but I don't know how much longer he can hold up on the outside here.
And don't look
It's
now, but
eventually
B13 is about to join them here really soon. He is up to 4th and he is closing.
Yeah, no, and I think with these guys side by side, that's going to open the door for B13 to catch him. I think we might have more cars if they continue. If B13 joins us and adds into this fight, we could have about 3 or 4 more cars join into this stage 2 victory.
Fifth on back is getting crazy. K-Therms is up to 6 now.
Oh,
Ironman
contact
up the
between
track
EXO and
with
Ironman.
Midnight.
Oh my god, they're stacking up. Ironman, keep it straight. He's going to lose a ton of track position, though, as they're 3 wide with Impact and Steel Carrots.
Big winner there was Perk. Perk gained multiple positions that time. He's up to 8.
Trip also gained a ton of positions there.
iTrip in 11th right now. Georgia hanging on to 10th at the moment. The
K-Therms and
Rogue,
Yeti.
the
Side by
Rogue is
side,
up
here
to
comes
9th.
EXO. Making it 3 wide. Here comes Perk. Getting around K-Therms. I think the main issue with 5th on back is, oh, they just chopped the nose of EXO.
And
That
Yeti
was
got
Yeti.
a good
Here comes
shot.
Perk. Yeah, here comes Perk to the bottom. These guys are battling way too hard for 5th place only in stage 2.
And
Oh,
B13
lag spike behind him.
B13 has caught them. And there goes the
EXO!
21.
Keep it straight, EXO. That was almost a near wreck from him. He got very free out the corner and lost it. So his great run early on in this race is over in stage 2. Let's see if he can get back there later in the event. Also, yes, B13 is now there, Hendrick. He's into the fight for the lead.
Well, surprisingly enough, they haven't really made any moves. They got 7 to go.
I don't think they're close enough.
I think we're going to start seeing that tire runoff from the top 2 here really soon.
Because they pushed very hard early on in the stage. I could see that. Yeah, especially Sterlo. But again, I mean, the 19 had to push as well. I feel like all
Hurt,
4 of these
by
guys
the way,
had to push.
has climbed up to 6.
He's still trying to get around Yeti, if I'm not mistaken.
Georgia up 2 in 8th now. Parrot in 9th. iTrip holds the final spot in the top 10.
We're coming to 5 to go this time by. So no more cautions in stage 2. As Spartan is now all over the 16. Like you said, the tire depreciation is happening to Sterler right now. As Spartan is all over his back bumper.
Someone heavily lagging in the back. That's Tyreek.
Poor kid. That's what our Mets would say.
He got out of his wheelchair, was able to get out of the nursing home, get back behind the wheel, and all of a sudden now he is starting to have those lag complaints again.
Yeah, no, he tried to join FARS yesterday, and it's
hopefully
just
his
really
mattress isn't too warm, because that may be where he's heading here in the next few minutes.
That's not a good. That's not nice. That's not nice at all, brother. Well, I would say Line, unless he makes a huge mistake here, has developed a gap to where he has time to maybe make a tiny mistake that Sterling might not be able to capitalize on, but at the same time, Sterling's going to have to push with all his might to even have a chance on white flag here, as we have 2 to go in stage 2. It's been a very convincing drive from Line so far. Like he said earlier, his only track wins are on tracks, not intermediates. He's not good on the intermediates. He's good on them, but he hasn't won on them. But he's won on a road course and a super speedway. Can he get the trifecta and win on a short track as well, instead of an intermediate? But he's gonna do it. So we're coming to white flag for stage number 2. Been a great race for Line, as you can see the gap increasing back to Sterlo. It's been perfect all night long so far. He's won stage 1. If he can get through 3 and 4, he's gonna win both the stages. Can he get the trifecta at Phoenix? Coming to 3 and 4 for the last time in stage 2. Line Cone is gonna get the victory in stage 2. He steals both stages.
Oh, that was close with Yeti and Perk. I thought he was gonna get walled. Yeti gets 5th. Over Perk. K-Therms gets 7th. That was a good battle for 5th on back too.
6th. Oh my god. Georgia, when he's not editing his thing, he'll give us... My computer's... I have like a 2012 laptop.
Line
that's
Cone
not
first, Sterlo second, Spartan third, B13 fourth, Yeti 5th. Big for him so far. Perk in 6th, K-Therms in 7th, Steel Carrot 8th,
trend?
Georgia, and then iTrip.
All playoff drivers, Hendrick. All playoff drivers.
With the exception of Carrot.
Oh, wait, is he? Oh yeah, Carrot in 8th. Well, that's still a ton of points. Key points for those drivers. As we're gonna head. Yeti did Oh, Tyreek is lagged out. He's out.
Remember what I said? That mattress better not be warm.
Yeti didn't pit. Yeti didn't pit. That's a costly mistake for his playoff chances, Hendrick. He's out of gas. That might be his race over. A costly mistake by one of the playoff drivers who needs points. He just cost himself maybe race 1 good points day, so he's going to have to make it up in the next few weeks. But back up front,
Oh, wreck in the back!
Spartan
Iron Man, exo around! That's gonna be a caution.
race back to the line. Side by side between the top two, Spartan through the dog leg. Side by side between the top two, Spartan's gonna clear him, Hendrick. Side by side down the backstretch. This is the race back. Line cone's gonna
with
clear
a
him.
great run.
And he's gonna lead us back to the caution unless he makes a mistake. Who's gonna get second? B13 is gonna steal third from Spartan. He's
Nope,
gonna
Spartan
steal
got it.
third. Ooh.
Spartan
Caution
got
is
it.
out.
And that's a big
Good on
break
Spartan.
for Yeti. So Yeti did get lapped going back around to the line, but he will get his lap back.
Did he pit?
Yes,
Wait,
he
hold
is in
on.
pit road. He is in pit road.
If he pitted at the time of caution, he technically can get the lead. Did he just catch his lucky break? By accidentally staying out? Imagine the scenes.
We'll see, but either way,
We'll see.
he is going to get this lap back.
So first caution of tonight's race. I will stay I told you earlier, Hendrick, it's going to be a very clean race. I don't expect a lot of cautions at Phoenix. When we have these cautions, it definitely it recycles the field. It makes it a lot more competitive, and we might have a few more, but I feel like Phoenix is one of those tracks where there's a lot of room, especially on the front stretch, where you can just dive it under and keep it clean also. Like, there's a lot of room at this track, I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
Except through 3 and 4. That's a very tight space. A lot of people hit the wall there. Austin Hill, he definitely knows how to hit that wall. I still can't believe he hit that wall in the Xfinity Series. Can you believe that? Like, bro, how do you hit that wall? How the hell do you do that? Like, in your right mind, like, was he not thinking? I know you
Okay,
couldn't
so
see,
update
but-
on Yeti. He will not get that lucky break. He is going to start in the back. He is in pit
Okay.
road.
That's tough for him, as he needed that.
But it could have been worse. Could have been much worse.
Oh yeah, so what's your opinion on the Austin Hill thing in real life?
I'm going to be honest, I didn't watch the race. I was still on the road.
Oh.
No.
That sucks.
Not really, it was fun.
Oh, no, that... Oh, wait, no, I meant, Oh, not the Austin Hill one. I meant the Austin Hill at Phoenix, hitting that pit wall. What's your opinion on that?
Yeah, that one, that instance, that was something.
That was definitely something. I could see that happening tonight. I feel like we're gonna have one. There's always one driver who, for who knows what reason, always hits that wall. Oh my god, why is the PC low? Why the hell does this thing
You know
die
what?
in 5 seconds?
Since Metz is here, Metz, since you're, the host, you need to do us a favor and do the pace car moment, where they almost hit the pit road barriers. We need to see that happen. I think everyone in chat would love to see a Mets fan pace car moment.
You mean 2024 championship? Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Mets. Alright, so Rogues took 2 tires, Hendrick. He's deciding to do some strategy. Get some TV time, as we like to say around these parts. What do you think of the strategy here?
I personally don't like it, but we've seen what happened with the quick caution. He may think there's going to be another one. So if it ends up happening, it'll work
If it does
out.
fall out.
But I
Yes.
don't think it's going to work out too well, as lines go to stop to fix the lag issue.
Yep. Hopefully he cleans it up. We're going to get this rolling. Yep, he's back up.
But I do expect line to get a good launch off of 2 on this restart, though.
Agreed. I really do expect, but remember the inside lane does control, Rogue does control, but Line has been the dominant car of tonight's event. I think if... Oh, Line on the wall.
Yeah, he's fixing the ghosting. Looks like it didn't work the first time around.
Oh my gosh.
He'll be fine though. He's already caught up.
We can't go green. No, they're waving it off. They're waving it off for another lap. So, waved it off. Keep your breath down, guys. Calm it down. Get ready for another adrenaline-filled restart. How many people do you expect on the dog leg when we enter one? How many cars?
I'm actually gonna go with like maybe 5.
I'm gonna guess 6 people are gonna be down there. But
I don't
not
think it's gonna
entering
be
one,
too
but like,
many.
I think we're gonna see a lot of guys using the dog leg here. I have a sinking feeling that a lot of people are gonna try to get around Rogue super quickly, and it might affect one of the top 4 drivers in this field. That's my prediction here. One of the top 4 is gonna get stuck behind Rogue and lose a ton of positions. I'm telling you that right now. That's my prediction. But here we go into the Geico restart zone. The Rogue took 2 tires on this pit stop. Can it capitalize and keep the track position? Here we go. We are underway again in stage 3 after our first caution. Rogue gets a good jump as Sterlow's going to dive down on the inside of line cone for second. Who can get around the slower car on 2 tires first? Sterlow's going to clear line. He clears them, Hendrick. That's the battle for second, but the battle for the lead is not on.
Look at the 98 though, looking under Spartan.
Oh, into the wall. 21 just did what I said earlier. He did the Austin Hill.
3 wide.
Line cone. Spartan. Oh, line into Sterlo a little bit. They're 3 wide still. Can Spartan clear hit Sterlo? He does not. Down the backstretch. Your leader still the 68. Sterlo's trying to capitalize on the fresh tires. Is going to get underneath the 68 this time by. Here we go. Here comes Spartan making it 3 wide, Hendrick. To the bottom he goes.
He's gonna try and
He's
drive
using
it in
all the
hard. We
dog
saw
leg.
it in stage 1. But
It's going to
not
work. He's going to
out.
hold it. Actually, he's going to hold it, Hendrick. Maybe. No, he does
Sterlo's
not.
gonna get it cleared.
68 is out of the picture now. Line cone has fallen to 3rd. B13 is up to 4th, and then
Spartan's
who's going to
good
capitalize
run.
here? Yep, using the dog leg. Sterlo using all of the track, trying to get the arc in.
But Sterlo just does so well with running that middle to high lane.
Perk is up to 4th. He's moving right now. Good track position for the first time tonight for him, as he got around B13 and company. Reminder, Sterlo hasn't won this season. He hasn't won this season, surprisingly. I know he's one of those guys that you like look in the series and you're like, who's another driver? B13. Sterlo, B13, K-Therms. You expect him to win, but they haven't, Hendrick. It's been a very surprising season for a lot of these drivers. They've had speed, but they haven't been able to get it done so far in 10 races. Oh, line cone in the wall.
Well, someone looking to get to the top 5. Didn't see this until now. Steel Carrot trying to get by his teammate.
Subbing, yes. He is subbing for Irish, the points leader, or was the points leader going into tonight. And he's pushing B13 to his limit. Perk is also challenging Line Cone, who had a really dominant car, Hendrick. He won both stages, but oh, somebody... Oh, with the wall, takes turns, goes around! He collects 2 cars, and that's going to be our second caution of the night. Another playoff car wrecked
Cowboy
in
Tech,
stage 3.
Yeti.
Can Sterlo hold on? Here they come to 3 and 4. Who's going to lead us
apologies.
back to the green flag?
That was not Cowboy Tech involved. That was Duke Prime.
And Sterlo's going to win the race back. And Perk finishes 4th, 5th. It should be B13. Yes, it is. So second caution of the night in stage 3. Sterlo took the lead. He capitalized. I would say, Hendrick, he capitalized on a car staying out, and it worked out for him, I would state. because we thought really Lion Cone was in the key position until we had the situation where the 68. Also, by the way, that 68 is inside the top 10 now. He was outside the top 10 earlier. Now he can capitalize and get fresh tires to keep up with these guys. The road, that was a good strategy by him, I would say. So he's now going to be inside the top 10, fresh tires, equal tires, that could capitalize and get a good finish for him tonight.
Someone else
It's a
that's
good
in the
strategy
top
by him and his
10 that
team.
we haven't really talked about tonight, GS in P8.
Georgia Dog in P7 as well. He's been very quiet, but has been running solid. I expected this out of Georgia, though. I always expect him to run solid. He might be quiet, but would you rather have a loud night where it's a lot of controversy or a quiet night where you just finish inside the top 10? I think quiet night would be the best option for me. I think having a quiet night, solid night, top 10, that's what I would pick.
Line was very close to touching the pit road line. Looks like pit
Well,
road
his
was
name
closed.
is Line Cone. His name is Line, so he likes to get near the lines. I appreciate the silence. It deserved that. Oh god. Oh god. Ooh, man, I feel like a grandpa.
Alright, so now
Oh, yeah.
pit road will be open.
Let me get the lap count real quick. So when we go green, we're going to go green with about 40 or so laps. I would say about 45 laps. So they have one more pit stop into this stage. So I've been a lot of discussion. So I feel like for this small of a run, if you pit late, you might not be able to catch them. Because it's only 7 laps, maybe difference to catch them if you pit super late. I feel like we have one more pit stop, unless we have a caution, obviously, because we've had 2 in stage 3. What do you expect in terms of if we get green flag stops? When do you expect them to come down? Do you expect them to come late or early?
I think the move is to come down early. But at the same time, I could see the payoff for pitting in the middle. You want to try and have somewhat newer tires for the final stretch. But I think it is still better overall to pit early.
Agreed. I think pitting early is it's the main reason why I recommend pitting early is because the laps that we'll have left after the late guys pit won't be enough to gain back that time. I feel like it's not enough laps. I feel like pitting early you get the gap that you want, and it's probably going to benefit you more than pitting late at this point in the race.
Looks like the only change in the front half of the field looks like Iron Man got by Rogue.
That's a key spot. Not really, because Iron Man isn't fighting for the playoffs, but
Master Killer just exiting pit row. I don't know if he got a penalty or not.
that's another playoff guy. That's something to watch. Trip, look at him inside the top 10. He's been someone I haven't been really keeping my eye on, but he's solid. He's in 9th currently, but having a decent run. Silent, I would state. I have not heard of Trip all night long, but you want to keep it quiet if you can. I think Steel Carrot inside the top 5 nearly. I mean, that's also a good run, but Perk, I said earlier, Hendrick, he's going to be someone that's going to surprise us. I know he didn't start the full season early on, but when he's running this series, he's been really a contender every week, I feel like. Not maybe a winner contender, but a top 5 to top 10 driver every single week he's run. And right now, top 5 with a chance to win with the last 40 laps of this race, I mean, that's where you want to be. Especially if you're in the playoffs. We have some guys pitting. A lot of guys in the rear of the field. What is their strategy? Are they deciding to pit very late? That's the back half of this field to impact him.
Yeah, they're
down there.
trying to pit late. They're banking on that 1 lap of extra tires being somewhat, beneficial. Maybe try and get a little bit better track position. They may anticipate a longer green flag run this time around. I will say I'm shocked that K-Therms didn't pit again. He was already in the back.
Gotcha. But quick update. No one chose the outside except B13. So he jumps, I think, 4 rows by choosing the outside lane. Or he may have backed off a ton, but now it's Sterlo, your leader, on the outside. He does control the restart though. So I want to see how good of a jump our leader gets this time by. When we go green, I'll get a lap check for you guys real quick. Hendrick, do you have one? Do you know the lap count when we go green?
Here, I can get it back on real quick.
If you need to, I got my point of view as well. I can check it if you need me to. I'll get it here.
It'll be 33 to go at the line.
Oh wait, they're within the fuel window. That's what they're doing. You're within the fuel window. It's about tire wear though. Can you survive on tires? That's why they're pitting, Hendrick. So 35 is our fuel window, so they can make it on fuel. So this is push, 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 but tires are gonna have to be conserved as Sterlo takes the lead off the restarts. So
Yeah,
we're
and
gonna
he did
see.
it convincingly.
Yeah. Oh, whoa! Super low there. But Spartan got affected by that. Here comes Line.
And how about Georgia
if
Dog in the 18 car to the inside for 4th?
Yeah, he's finally back into the fight. Putting it on B13 right now for 4th, as the top 2, technically second and third, are battling side by side between themselves. Line Cone is trying to get back up to second. He needs all the track position.
To Georgia. Still good. Here comes iTrip getting by the 98. iTrip starting to come to life.
Spartan's gonna clear Line here. He's up to second. So if these guys push too hard, Spartan is gonna make a pass for the lead. Yeah, Sterlo lets him go. Nearly, as he's gonna rip the top. Side by side for the lead, as Spartan is gonna try to take the lead from Sterlo on the top lane. I think Sterlo's conserving his tires. Oh, B13 gets into him. That's gonna slide him up the track. That's not what Sterlo needs.
Iron Man getting another spot by Carrot.
Perk is trying to make a move on that 0 of Trip. Oh, Trip nearly in the wall. He scrapes it. Perk gets the position again. This is the battle for 4th. Raging on. Are these guys pushing too hard here to conserve tires as Georgia gets around B13?
Yeah, it looks like Iron Man now working on iTrip.
Oh, here comes B13. Crossover on the 98 of Perk. Side by side, he's using the dog leg. So I'm hoping this thing goes green. We're going to see a lot of different tire strategies. Oh, here comes the crossover again, Hendrick. B13 blocks it. And they save it.
Iron Man backs off.
Good choice by him. He does not want him ruin his race. Just keep it clean for now. All right, we're gonna go back up to the leaders.
Line hanging on to that second spot. He's able to get by Sterlo.
Here's the number one thing I'm wondering. Who is conserving their tires in the top 3? Can you conserve your tires going that quickly? That's the real question. Can you maintain this pace without burning up your rear rubber? That's what I'm wondering. As Perk is making a move.
Someone who's fought his way back up towards the front half is EXO. Just got by Carrot, now looking to get by the 54.
We have 25 to go in stage 3 as Perk gets around B13 finally, as Georgia Dog is pushing to catch the top 3. Yeah, I practiced with Georgia earlier. I will state he does have a good long run car. It's just about making it on tires. Can he make it? Because this is the longest run, Hendrick, if it goes green, that they have to run all night long. Remember, the first 2 stages were 22 and 19. So that's not that long of a run, but your tires do get burned up pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Ironman in the high lane, stuck up top. As he gets back in line.
Yeah, this top three just similar
They're
lap
flying.
times.
Yeah, they're so similar that it's really making it hard to gain anything. And it's really about who's really conserving the best out of these three. Like, who is running the best laps? Who is not burning up their stuff as bad? That's really what's happening right now. 'Cause I think
Ironman
they're
in pit
maintaining their
road.
speed. Early pit stop.
You know what? I like that call.
Here comes Line to the bottom, making a move through the dog leg. Side by side for the lead. Line Cone's gonna send it on Spartan. Crossover here. Spartan's gonna let him have it. Yeah, he's conserving his stuff. He's not gonna race Line there. So Line takes over the lead.
Sterlo now looking for second.
He's gonna try to clear him. Still side by side for second. Can Sterlo clear him off of two? They're gonna be side by side exiting.
He's got him that
If they
time.
don't-
Spartan let go.
Yeah, no, they gotta work together to catch back up to the leaders. We have under 20 to go now. 20 to go for Backwoods at Phoenix. First playoff race of the round of 16. Line Cone, like you said earlier, has won at every track besides intermediates. But tonight, he's trying to win at a short track. One of the tracks that, based on what you're saying, Hendrick, he can win at any track that's not an intermediate.
You could make the case for that. Looks like another car in pit road. That's Midnight.
I mean,
Then,
I
of
could
course,
see
you would have
them.
to count short tracks, too.
Yes, that is part of the phrase. So we have a lot of short tracks in these playoffs. There's a lot of different types of racetracks, so it could benefit Line Cone. But if I'm not mistaken, is it 3-race playoff or is it just the final four? I think it's the final four at one track, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, and that final track is Iowa.
Oh, well, that could work into Line Cone's favor.
iTrip, by the way,
Based
got
on what we've
by
been saying.
both EXO and B13. B13 lost 2 spots in that exchange.
By the way, Spartan is backing it off. You know what that shows me, though? Is that his tires are burning up. He pushed a little bit too hard and is now having to conserve his tire wear.
The 90 of Nate now down pit road, and he might have sped.
Yeah, Georgia Dog is about to get all over the 19's back bumper.
Yeah, I could see B13 is definitely saving. He went off pace there on the front stretch, saving those tires a bit. I'm gonna say this now. Keep an eye on the one if this comes down to tires.
For sure. He's definitely someone to watch.
Just watch what he does here. As they go 4 wide.
Georgia clears Spartan. So Spartan is doing the same thing as B13. He is conserving his stuff as Perk and Georgia Dog get around him. So one of the top 3 leaders who we've seen really be dominant in Stage 3 are backing off their pace now. First one to do it is Spartan, though. Do the other 2 follow? I really don't think they will, but it's possible.
Oh, Duprine just hit that inside wall in ring 3. I thought he was gonna lose it.
You know what I say? He did the Austin Hill. That's gonna be a new catchphrase. Whenever someone hits the pit wall, entering 3, that's the Austin Hill now. Yeah, but like you said, EXO has recovered, but he's probably been pushing the stage. As Steel Carrots to his inside. Yeah, how much can... Oh, we have a battle. Georgia Dog and Perks battling for 4th. Side by side down the backstretch. This is actually for... Yes, this is for 4th place. Perk clears them, has to slide up a little bit. Here comes Georgia Dog back to 3rd. This is battle for 3rd, my apologies, as he takes it back from the 98 of Perk. As we have about 12 laps to go in the show. Let's go back up to the leaders. Ooh, still Carrot and Exo still dueling back here as we have another pitter. I don't know who that is. Is that... I don't know who that is. I think that's one of the lap cars. I think it's the 92, Hendrick?
No, Yeti's on track.
I don't know who it was. It was like one of those colored cars. I think it was a 91.
Oh, Spartan though is in.
Ooh, Spartan's on pit road? So he decided he couldn't save it. As we have about 10 laps to go in the show. Sterlo is still within hunting range, I would state. But how much tire can he expand pushing to catch back up the line? How much tire has Lined also pushed and burned up, holding on to this lead? As Perk and Jordan continue to a little bit of a duel back there for fourth or third.
Yeti getting by Exo. K-Therm's doing the same. Good recovery from the 92 after that whole charade in stage 3.
Man, the best battle on track, Hendrick, is third and fourth right now. They are just... it's fun to watch. Now, it's probably burning up their shit, but it's fun to watch. George is just trying to hang on to third. His car is handling well, but I don't know much... He just showed his tires. I didn't see it. But look who's sitting in fifth, Hendrick. Someone who's been quiet all night long, has been doing his duty as a driver. Sitting in fifth is iTrip. He's a quiet driver, and that's the type of race you want to have. He's having a great race so far, and he's going to potentially have a top 5 at the end of the show to show for it. That is the execution that a lot of people don't have, and that's a skill as line cone is there. Line cone is there, or Sterlo is on the back bumper of line cone, Hendrick. Sterlo decided it was go time. He's going to try to make a move on line here. 7 to go. We have a tire light for my in-car.
Sterlo in!
Sterlo to pit road. They're not good on tires. Yeah, like you said, that one car of B13, he could be a factor, Hendrick. He's in clean air, but he's still on the lead lap. I think that's one key fact that we got to keep in mind. He's on the lead lap in position to potentially steal the win from our top drivers.
Line staying out again. None of the top 3 pit that time.
Oh, Exo on the wall.
Exo pitting. I think that was Carrot also in. No, that's iTrip.
Perk is catching the leader. He is catching line. Did Perk conserve his tires enough?
Dallas
line cone off the pace. Perk to the lead. He steals the lead from line. Does he have enough tire to win the race? Perk is your new leader at Phoenix.
He is checked out.
Does he have enough tires? Does he have enough tire on his rim to make it? As we have 4 laps to go in the race.
Georgia right behind him. Yeti
Georgia's
now in
also
the
being
top
very
4.
conservative.
Yeah, I'm watching this 92 though. Look at him. He's gonna take third away.
Is he on fresh tires? Did he pit early?
No, I don't think he did.
He pit on shoes, if I'm not mistaken. Perk is letting up. Here comes the 68.
There he
Does
goes.
the lap
Perk
car
pitting.
interfere?
Oh, he spins!
Oh, he does! Tough break for him! Jordan is your leader. He's on very 3% on his right rear. As Yeti takes the lead.
What
2 to
a
go in the
comeback.
show. He told me earlier he had a setup for this track. So we're gonna be coming to White Flag next time by, but there's some cars like Steel Karen and company pushing hard to catch him.
B13 now taking advantage. He just got by his teammate and Georgia, so this could be a
Oh,
top
Yeti
5
loose!
run.
Yeti's very slow!
Watch B13 though.
White Flag in the air! Here comes Carrot, the leaders!
Georgia
2 leaders!
Georgia wrecked.
Oh, and there goes Carrot! B13 sits in second, down the backstretch for the final time. Does B13 steal the show in 3 and 4? For the last time, can Yeti hang on and lock himself into the next round? Coming in 3 and 4. Is he gonna coast to the line? He does! Yeti wins at Phoenix!
And
Good
remember
job
how
by
I said
Yeti.
Georgia spun on the final lap. Well,
He blew his
still
rear.
ninth. Now 10.
Yeah, he blew his right rear.
He's gonna get
top
a top
10 'cause he
10
kept the lead
after
lap.
blowing that rear. Sterlow's gonna have to finish ninth. Looks like Steel Carrot's gonna be 8th.
Yeti told me earlier that he had a setup that he knew how to conserve the tires, and I did not expect that, but that was beautiful execution by him. So he locks himself in. Line Cone, one of the most dominant cars, finishes
Here's this
in
top
third.
5. Yeti, B13, Line Cone, Duke Prime, Impact.
Impact, having a rough night, secures a top 5. That's exactly what he needed.
And Perk went from leading the race to falling to 18th place.
Tough break for him. I already know we're gonna
down
have
to
excited.
21st.
We're gonna have excited Yeti, by the way. He's gonna be pumped. All right, guys. How many are we doing? Top 3 or top 5? Hello?
Huh?
We doing top 3 or top 5?
I mean, that's your call.
All right.
We'll get Mets in here, though.
You know what? I'll talk to him. I'll talk to this guy. I won't talk to him. Go interview, I'll do, technically, first, second, second and first, and then you do 5th, 4th, and 3rd if we get him. Overall, a great night of racing. That was fun to watch. Plus with the tire swings.
I finally didn't know that someone was on top of the tire behind me.
If we don't get 4th and 5th, we will just do top 3. I'm hoping to get Dew Prime and Impact, but I don't have to. I'll invite him real quick. Let's see if he joins. We're in the top 5 tonight. Oh my god. There we go. Hey, Mr. Metz. Alright. Okay. Alright, Hendrik, we're gonna do top 3. 4th and 5th are not joining, and... well, let's get this started.
Alright. Well, we'll start with our 3rd place finisher. That is the driver of the number 8, Mr. Lined Cone. Make sure your audio is included.
I got you.
Alright. First things first, congrats on the podium finish to start the postseason off. Just a quick note that you did earn the most points out of anyone in this race tonight after sweeping the stages and then finishing 3rd. How does that feel to know that you're starting off really hot for this postseason?
It feels great. I was hoping to full race. Fortunately, at at the last stage, past the night.
Lined, you're lagging. Your mic's going in and out.
There at the end, I
Reconnect.
passed the 16 and the 19 for the lead, and then I started pulling away a little bit. But by that time, I didn't realize that my tires weren't going to make it time, and I think the Eddie, BB, I think they started saving tires earlier than I did, so I dropped back there and kind of coast home.
Lined.
Did you not get me?
Yeah,
Your thing is cutting out.
yeah.
I'm trying to say you're cutting out a little bit. Reconnect your headset maybe. Don't leave the party. Reconnect your headset, because if you leave the party, it'll disconnect one of us, and we'll have a fucking rage. All right, say something again. Hello?
Yo.
I think it should be working. Sorry about that.
Okay.
We're just trying to make sure it works, Lend.
Well, Lined, I know you were talking about the whole tire strategy there at the end with you, Sterlo, and Spartan battling for the win. How does it feel knowing that of those three people, you were the one that at least had the better ending and was able to secure a top three after that?
Yeah. Good. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get the win. I didn't have a lot of knowing about what the strategy was going to be tonight. I didn't come in with practice, but I was able to come away with a lot of points. So that's good.
So next week we'll be going road course racing. We'll be at Watkins Glen. How confident are you in being able to continue this hot start in the postseason?
Pretty confident. I expect a win out of myself there.
All right. Well, Linecomb, before I let you go here, do you have any special shout outs you'd like to give before we hear from the top two?
Yeah, shout out to Alt M. DB had a great finish, great run in ODRL, great run tonight. So shout out to Alt M for going great.
All right. Well, Linecomb, congrats on finishing P3 and congrats on sweeping the opening two stages. That should be 2 extra playoff points for you going into the second round if you make it, which I am very confident you will. I wish you the best of luck going into the Glen next week.
Thank you.
No problem. And with that, Bren will interview the top two.
Also, Line, make sure to not leave the party. We've had so many issues with that. Alright, we're gonna move on to second place tonight. Hendrick mentioned it. I knew it was gonna be something like that, but Hendrick mentioned there was a car that at the beginning of the stage that he said was gonna be a factor, and he mentioned your name, B13. Make sure you include the audio. He saw you saving your tires at the beginning of stage 3. So going into stage 3, you already knew after that caution that it was gonna be a tire fight. So was that your strategy all along? Just conserve your tires and just try to gain as much time at the end to potentially win the race?
Yeah, I just kind of started doing the math in my head pretty early on, trying to figure out like how much tire I was burning. And I knew I couldn't run super hard, or I was just gonna, I would have nothing at the end. I would have ended up having to pit like a lot of the other people did. Yeah, so I started saving early on, and I got to a point there with like 5 laps to go, and I thought, I think I've probably saved enough. I can start kind of pushing a little bit here, and then really everyone started hitting and backing off big time. So I was able to make up a ton of positions in those last 5 laps.
Yeah, I saw you nearly got to line there. But overall, B13, these are great points heading into the first race of playoffs. What is your mindset going forward as you have Glen, a road course next, and after that, I gotta check the schedule real quick. It's gonna be another interesting track, if I'm not mistaken. It is Chicagoland. So what are your thoughts going into the next 2 weeks, and any special shoutouts?
Yeah, for the Glen, I think the most important thing is just keeping the car clean, keeping it straight on the road. That will more than likely end up with good points and a good finish. Feel like I am confident in my abilities there. It's just I know that there's a lot of fast people and anything can really happen there. So, and then Chicagoland, I love that track. So I'm really looking forward to that race. I think that'll be a good one for me. I'm at least hoping it will. As far as shout outs go, as always, shout out to you guys for your great streams, and shout out to another great race in Backwoods.
Yeah, no, definitely. It was definitely fun watching you beat 13. You knew how to get it done at Phoenix. Sadly, it's not a win beat 13, but eventually it will come to you. I mean, eventually you will get this win. So, good luck next week at the Glen. I wish you the best of luck. Please do not leave the party, but have a good night.
Thank you.
Alright, we're gonna move on to someone. You shot your shot, I will say, Yeti. You did say that you knew something about this track. You said you gave people your setup, and you got it done. You were able to conserve your tires the best out of everyone tonight. Give me your thoughts on the last few laps and just hanging on a thread on those tires.
Yeah, I finished the race on 2%, right rear. I was really babying it those like last 8 corners because of how much I was using it up throughout the beginning to middle of the run. I didn't start saving until about 40%, which I think
Gotcha.
P13 had better tires than me, and I can never save tire here. So I'm really grateful that I was able to.
Yeah, no, Yeti. You know what this does, though? It officially locks you into the round of 10. So give me your thoughts on that and going forward in the playoffs.
That's great because that gives me some relief for the next 2 races, just to go out and just get points finishes and not actually try to go for a win, because like the home track next week and then Chicagoland, which is a mystery for me.
And you know what this does? You break the streak of only 4 people having a win this season. You finally get the first win of the season from a different driver besides Impact, Lined, Spartan, and Irish. What are your thoughts on that, and any special shoutouts?
That's great. Very hard to win these races. A lot of the drivers are like pretty evenly matched. It's all about managing minimum mistakes. So it's been great. And thanks to everyone that showed up and runs the league. It's been great.
Yeah, no, Yeti. It's finally you got back in victory lane. I gotta watch it, Yeti. Congrats on the win. I wish you the best of
Thank you.
luck at Glen, and you got it done tonight. Executed beautifully. Congrats on the Phoenix win. Remember, you did say, I think you mentioned it earlier, that you had some speed at Phoenix, and you didn't disappoint tonight.
Thanks.
All right, Hendrik. Do you want to discuss it with Mets, or do you want Mets to discuss it with us?
Yeah,
All right,
so
Mets.
Mets, I want to hear your thoughts first off on the limited number of cautions that set up that fuel mileage and tire strategy finish.
Yeah. Obviously, you never know what's the perfect lap to pit on when you have tire wear. I know tire wear and Phoenix go together. My main thing was not to make it a fuel race, so we went those extra laps to make sure the fuel wasn't a fuel mileage race again. Tire wear you can deal with because that actually takes talent and everybody can do it. Not saying it's not you're not talented if you don't do it, but I'm just saying it's not like a advantage like a fuel is in certain aspects. But I'm very proud of everybody. 25 people and 2 cautions at Phoenix. Very happy. Everybody's pretty happy in the chat. Besides, last couple laps, people blowing tires in front of people, but that happens. Besides that, it was all good. It was all chill. Congrats to the round of 16 drivers for doing what they do. Now I gotta go fix some issue in Discord with voice channel as push dog for some reason. So now I gotta figure out what I fucked
That
up
sounds
last
fun.
week. Yeah.
That sounds very fun, Mets. I wish you the best of luck. Please don't leave yet. Let us
Yeah.
finish out before we do this. All right, Hendrik. Do you want to finish out, or do you want me to finish out?
What do you want me to do?
You have a good outro. Alright, I'm gonna let you do it.
All right. So that will do it for the opening playoff race at Phoenix for Backwoods. Again, stay tuned for the next couple of weeks as we look to progress through the round of 16. Yeti is the only driver that is officially safe for the next round. Hopefully, we can have some more names be announced for that second round here after the Glen and Chicagoland. By the way, tomorrow night at 9:30, ODRL NXT will be back in action, ready to go, as we will be racing
Can't wait.
at Michigan tomorrow night.
Dude, that's gonna be fun, Hendrik. Can't wait.
That's going to be really
Yeah.
good. And then on
Yes.
Monday night at 9:30 Eastern, we will be racing at Vegas with the 2020 cars. So again, we got a lot to look forward to. But then again, I think we always have. So that will do it for myself and Apex. Again, both of us have our perspectives up on Twitch. So if you haven't yet, make sure you follow both of us. I will have another stream coming up here, so stay tuned for that. I'm Regular Show 48, closing this one out. Congrats to Yeti on getting the job done and advancing into the round of 10. I will see you guys next time. Peace out, everybody.